All right, let's get this party started. Opening up with Bitcoin today. Bitcoin currently still broken out. This is absolutely beautiful. Only issue I have is we still have not tested that $87,276 level, but this is now 4 days we've been broken out. This is beautiful. As long as we can stay broken out, we're good. The target right now, based off your daily time frame, we should see prices come up about 15%. So we're just kind of waiting for the bulls to figure it out. But yeah, that's really what we're looking at. Could we come down a little bit? Of course, because we would be looking for that higher low. Still a possibility of coming down. Coming down to our 4-hour time frame. We do have a sell signal on Cypher B. That's fine. It's no big deal. We did have an uptrend we broke out of. Broke to the downside. The issue I have with this, we still did not make a higher high. That's my number one concern right now. So getting a higher low would actually make me very happy. Because if we get that higher low, then I can get these bearish thoughts out of my head. But right now, this moment, I can't help but start thinking some random, very bad bearish thoughts. But let's stay positive here. If you watch my static video, you got to hear the bearish thoughts, so I'm not going to reiterate it. But right now, I would be looking for Bitcoin to come down possibly like 5% on a golden retrace, getting down to that 618, hitting $79,171. I wouldn't feel too bad about that. That would be a nice common retrace, a higher low, and then we could start looking forward, looking to more upside, possibly 96,283. But right now, we just kind of have to wait and see what the traders are going to be doing. And I always say traders because traders dictate the price action on the market, whereas investors, they're constantly buying. Like, they just don't stop. They keep buying. But I believe last time I saw the metric, it was like 9% of all Bitcoin dictates the price of Bitcoin. It's a very small number. Very small number. So just keep that in mind whenever you're getting angry or anything about the price action. It's like, well, the traders are deciding, hey, we're selling. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the liquidation heat map. Only liquidity is to the upside. That's all we got. Liquidity to the upside. We are expecting upside on the 24-hour. Looking at our weekly, though. Weekly, we dipped into a lot of this liquidity, but the highest amount of liquidity is right up here, $296 million, hanging out at $86,578. That is a lot of liquidity. That is a lot of liquidity up there. That is insane. So hopefully the bulls, they start pulling it together and they start pushing the price up there because a short squeeze would be nice. It would be very nice. It does look like we have a little bit of bullishness tonight. We'll see how it pans out. Checking out our 1 hour. 1 hour is giving us a green dot as well. So hopefully you put your longs in because it looks like we have a nice little uptrending level of support that is holding right now. And this is the uptrending level of support that I'm looking at. Yo, what's up, B-Rock? How you doing? How you doing? This is what I'm looking at. And if this is a scalp trade, then we could see prices go up just a wee bit. We would be looking for it to go up somewhere around 91,486. So I'm still bullish, but there is a possibility of a pullback, and I'm not going to ignore it. All right, we have a list today, of course. We're going to be looking at Ethereum, XRP, Solana, ADA, HBAR, Ondo, Move, ENA, SNX, AVAX, Aave, Near, Sui, and I happen to be in a trade on Axie Infinity right now. Hopefully you guys are ready for it. If you did not hear the one that you're looking for, request it. I'm here for it. Anyways, let's start diving into it. Ethereum, Mr. Poopy Doopy himself, possibly could be getting a little more bullish. Who knows? Who knows? But checking out our daily time frame here, still not broken out. Still not broken out. Still disappointing. Possibility of 32% downside. Still there. Still sitting on the horizon. But on your daily, nothing is telling you to sell. Nothing says sell. So, just listen to your indicators, I guess. Pay attention to being above 1500. It's a really big deal. On your 4-hour time frame, we already reset our stochastic RSI. We're holding the 50 simple moving average. This is good. I hate pullback. Hey man, it happens though. It happens. So just don't let it catch you off guard. So currently on the 4 hour, we do have a sell signal, but it's not a very strong one. We do have a resetting stochastic. We could see this thing leg up at any moment. Or it could pull back, because noted, we did lose our uptrend, so we could come up on a bearish backtest, hitting the 1658 and then rolling over. That would be unfortunate, but it is a possibility. If it does roll over, it's going to be real bad. Checking it out on the 1 hour. 1 hour is telling you to buy right now. You're holding the 200 simple moving average. The worrisome part is the fact that you had a high and then a lower high. This makes me think we're going to see much lower prices because when downtrends start, they look a lot like this. So that's a little unfortunate. I know the scalp traders out here, they're probably going to be looking for prices to come down to 15.52. Maybe even hitting that 15.22 once again. Noted, that 15.22, I'm okay with. I'm A-okay. If you can hold that, that's great. Because then we have a nice setup for a lot more upside. I mean, like a lot more upside. So we go from high to low. That would be a 50% retrace. Then we could find ourselves back up at like 1877, maybe even 1942. So I'm not bearish yet, even though we're not broken out. I mean, stay bearish till breakout, but I want to see if we hold 1522 first. If we can hold it, get that higher low, I have a lot of optimism for Ethereum. All right, moving on. We got XRP, Mr. 58 cents. Let's check it out. Looking really good for 58 cents. You know, you had this uptrend. I mean, yeah, you reset your stochastic on both the 1 hour and the 4 hour, but you're bearishly backtesting the 200. So, you know, that's a shame. That's too bad. Go to 58 cents. Come on, XRP. Do it for all of us. Maintaining your lower highs, that's a real problem. Also, another real problem here is you couldn't even make a deep retrace. You just wicked and then fell over. This is looking real nice for $1.06. Looking real nice. Yeah, but noted, we could just make a higher low, which would be unfortunate, but it's a possibility. The higher low, I would be looking for XRP to come down to like $1.84. If you hold $1.84, now you have an argument for much more upside, but let's cross that bridge when it comes. 58 cents until then. Anyways, moving on, we have Solana. Solana doing the pullback already. Very nice. I was calling this last night. I was saying, hey, we could pull back up to 13%. It's a nice golden retrace. I'm expecting it still. I'm still thinking we're going to come down there. I'm just not sure how long it's going to take them. Because right now they're trying to hold on to that 200 simple moving average, which, great, awesome, but also you're bearishly backtesting 135. So this to me looks kind of bearish. Kind of bearish. Solana could see a lot more downside if things get a little poopy doopy out here. But once again, optimistic. If we come down to 110 and we hold, and then we start popping back to the upside, I'll feel really good about it. 220 is the target. 220 is the target long term. All right, moving on from Solana, we have ADA. ADA Cardano. Oh no. So Cardano in a completely different neighborhood than the others because you are in this major downtrend and you're making a more significant downtrend. OM caught some bids today, staying clear, but fun to watch. It is fun to watch, but yeah, not buying that thing at all. Down 6% on the new day. I wouldn't even touch that with a 10-foot pole. So looking at ADA, you have just recently lost your 50 simple on the 4 hour. You lost your uptrend. You're in a very distinct downtrend and it's accelerating. You only have 2 touches to the downside here. Getting another touch, maybe testing that 47.93 makes sense to me. Makes a lot of sense, but we'll see. Wow, GFI with the breakout, and when it goes, it goes. I did see that, and you know what? It's a good start. It's a good start. GFI should be benefiting greatly off of OM. It should benefit greatly. I'm holding a decent bag on GFI. I'm just a little mad. I couldn't accumulate more, but is what it is. I'm sure it'll come back down eventually. Anyways. So right now, ADA, it's in the danger zone. You could be coming down to 47.93. If you break it, got support at 24 cents. I'm a bit more bearish on ADA. There's not much great news coming out about it. So until there's something to pump it, I think it's just going to slowly bleed out. All those stakers, they have a lot of selling pressure. A lot of selling pressure they could just dump on the market. Anyways, H-bar. H-bar coming in here. Still seeing some more downside here. Still seeing a bit more downside. I'm looking for somewhere in the realm of like 14.57. I have a few little alerts here, which I should get rid of. I was thinking about jumping into a trade on it, but then I was like, it's not quite there. But I could see a little bit more downside. You lost your uptrend, and currently we're looking for that the 618 retracement, golden retrace. You're making some good moves so far. We gotta see what happens overnight. If Bitcoin gets really bullish overnight, H-bar, there's no way it's gonna fall that far. But if it doesn't, it could be pretty bad. Another thing to focus in on is you had this wick high here. Price was unable to break it, so this is still technically a lower high, and this could be a continuation to the downside. So be prepared if H-bar comes all the way down to 7598. These lower highs are a real problem. Like, you got to get some higher highs in order to get crazy bullish again. But yeah, we'll see what H-bar does. Currently bearishly backtesting 16.961, so you're expecting 11.402. GFI could go to $2. It's either straight up or slowly down. Yeah, the possibility is there. It's one of my long-term holdings. I don't really get hyped up over my long-term holdings. I just kind of look at the chart periodically and see if anything's sold off. Alrighty, going into Ondo. So let's check out Ondo. Since GFI had such an amazing day, Ondo still thinking we're going to get this 10% downside, making some pretty decent moves so far, but now you're getting into that zone where bids could start coming in. You could be putting in a higher low. Either way, the next leg up, I see Ondo going up to $1.08. I don't know if it's going to come all the way down to my 10% level here, but it is still a possibility. I know some of you thought I was crazy when I said, like, oh yeah, shorting Ondo. But we can see how that's panning out. I got out of the short, though, if it makes you feel any better. I got out of it last night. Didn't feel right being in shorts, so I got out of it, and I should not have. It could be a 38% move to the upside if it hits my target here. We'll see what it does. But Ondo's looking pretty good right now. You're broken out. You're maintaining. You got a higher high. All you need is that higher low. Once you get the higher low, game on, baby. Game on. Understand where Ondo could be going is all the way up here to $1.58. Hey, Porky, do you have a lot of positions open currently? Do you just chill at your long-term investments? So yeah, my long-term investments, you got to understand how I operate here. So let's say I have Ondo, for instance. Accumulation range is anything below 98 cents. Anything below that. First level to take profits is going to be $1.38. Second level would be $2.04, for instance. So let's just say we got up to $1.38. I would sell off half of my holdings. Like all half of them. Wouldn't even care. You're likely to get a pullback here, so then I could reinvest if it comes back down to 98.47, or I just wait. And then if it hits 204, the remaining half that I had, I sell off half of that. So I'm left with a quarter of what I accumulated down here. And that's what ends up giving me a lot of dry powder to be able to like buy the dip. So yeah, I always have long-term holdings. I'll accumulate in areas that I feel like are good accumulation ranges. But once we hit certain levels, I'm taking profits all the time. You'll never see me round trip all of my holdings. I won't do it. I refuse. The only one that I'm willing to round trip is Bitcoin. That's all. That's it. Outside of that, nah, I got a full strategy. Anyways. Yeah, so this is Ondo right now. Let's move on from here. Also, I only have one position open right now. I'm trading Axie Infinity, and we will be checking that chart so you guys can see what I see. The members inside of Discord already saw it, so if you're not a part of the Discord and linked your YouTube to the Discord so that you can have access to that Discord, you probably should do that. Alrighty, move. Alright, we're checking out Move, seeing how Eric Trump's doing. He's doing pretty bad. Oh, man, he's doing really bad. This is going down bad. Yikes. Yo, what's up, JB? How you doing? How you doing? Alright, let's clean up this chart real quick. Let's get a better look at this. This looks really bad. For Move, just falling. What do you see for near? Maybe 230? I don't know. We will be checking out the chart, though. We will see. We shall see. Alright, so it looks like Move still has more downside. Unfortunate. But, let's see where it can be going. Move struggling out here. I'll tell you what. See, this is a problem with these newer coins. I know there's some people who are like, oh, Eric Trump bought it. I need it. It's going to be doing amazing things. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, you even had the wedge going here, and you decide, oh, you're holding it. You're still in the wedge. Nice. Number 11 on the like. What up, everyone? What is up? Trade Intuition. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so we are still getting that sell signal on the daily. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Let's check out the 4 hour. 4 hours giving you a sell signal too? That's crazy. That is insane because you have bullish divergence. When bids, buddy? When bids? That's awful. What we would really like to see is for Move to get above this level and possibly backtest it as support at 28.62. That would be nice, but until then, stay bearish, my friends. Stay bearish. My goodness. I mean, you fell back into the downtrend? That's not good. That's not good. Shouldn't do that. Okay. Well, needless to say, we do have a measured move we can work off of, which is this, right? I'll use that right there. So we could be heading down to 23.77. Unfortunate for Move. Let's see if it holds. But we could see another 12%. Wow, another 12% downside. That's a lot. You have bullish divergence on the 1 hour. It looks like you're trying to bottom out right now on the 1 hour, so who knows? Maybe some bids are coming in now, but here's your current downtrend you got to fight with. Good luck to Move. Closer you are to that downtrend, might be a very good opportunity to short this thing. Short this ass. Anyways. And right now, the shorting opportunity is right here. That would be another 50% retrace. You hit it twice, you know for sure it's coming down. And for the scalper out there for Move, you could be looking at something very 16% to the downside, coinciding with this previous move here. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to happen. Too bad, Move. Too bad. All right, moving on from here. Wow, I looked at GFI bag. Damn. Yeah, Jim, it finally moved. We're all happy about it. We are all happy about it. It's a good start, though. Has a lot more to go. All right, checking out ENA. ENA, this is another one of Eric Trump's picks. Let's check this thing out. I think we got to clean up the chart, too. Yeah, we got to clean up this chart. Chart looks gross. What? Maybe not. Wait a minute. This chart might actually be kind of attractive. Hold on. Hold on. I was hoping to scoop some more down there, to be honest. Jim, I was too. I really was. I was like, oh yeah, gonna be able to gather up more GFI. No, I'm a little mad. It shot straight out of my accumulation range. So I was like, oh man. Well, there goes that opportunity. We'll see how high it goes now. Alright, ENA. Surprisingly looks pretty decent. Huh. I haven't looked at this chart yet, so this is news to me. This is news to me. You have a little bit of a sell signal on the daily, but I don't think that's anything to worry about because you do have bullish divergence. You have some good bullish divergence. Whoa. Oversold bounce is if this is an 886, I think it's time to go long on ENA. $786, you could start taking your gambles here on ENA. ENA is looking pretty decent. I like this. I like this a lot. Let's see if it maintains this uptrend. It still could still could come down a little bit, but noted, if you wanted to trade this, the opportunity is there. The opportunity for ENA to go up, it is there. Stop loss sitting around 24.55, and then you'd be looking for 41.34 to the upside. ENA does not look that bad to me. Hopefully Trump doesn't tweet anything. This looks pretty good. Could be a 49% move to the upside. I kind of like this. Oh, does that even coincide with the recent downtrend here? Wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that? So yeah, ENA, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. This is good. You reset your indicators already? Yeah, high or low? I love it. All right, ENA, looking pretty nice. Alrighty, SNX. SNX. I do like what I'm seeing here as well. Wowzers. Noted, SNX, we gotta redraw this thing. We're down in the depths of the basement trying to find where the water is because it's as deep as a well. Oh, it's so dark down here. Musty. Where's the ring girl? Where's she at? I promise we'll find her. Maybe she just needed a friend. Alright, anyways. We are at so low of prices for synthetics. This used to be one of the favorites of the institutions to just play around with. Pumping it, dumping it, whipping it around, pop locking, dropping it. Who knows? But, ooh. This is a really bad downtrend. Ugh, gross. They really don't like it that much. But you still could see a really nice rally out of this thing. Low on the stochastics on the weekly. Low on relative strength. Buy signal on Cypher B. Buy signal on the daily with bullish divergence. Okay, alright. We might be cooking here. We might be cooking. Ooh. You even got that nice little pullback. You broke below, held as support. Now it looks like you're trying to trend it. Synthetics this might be actually where to buy it. This might be the place. Wow. I kind of really like this. Bullish divergence, double bottom, or higher low, whatever you want to say. Held support, higher low, higher low. This thing's getting ready to move. This thing's getting ready to move. Synthetics. We might see it actually do something. About time. About time in the short term. We're going to be looking for something like this, which is about a 20% move to the upside. That's not bad. That's really not bad. We do have this downtrend here that we're going to have to be like, hey, bro, what are we doing? And it looks like it wants to go up and touch it. Sweet. All right. Maybe, just maybe, time to take a chance on synthetics. Maybe. All right, AVAX. AVAX is next. AVAX. What we doing here, buddy? I do like the higher high. I really like the higher high. Hold on. Hold on, AVAX. You have my attention once again. Once again. Get rid of this stuff here. So to some, this is going to look like it's just a bearish backtest. We're going down. However, this was your high, higher high. you now have the opportunity of a lot more upside for AVAX. So AVAX, maybe we come down just a little bit further, down to like 1780 on like a wick low or something. But I think your next leg up, you're going to see AVAX move up 31%, 24.97 is the target. I think AVAX is getting ready to do something. I think the worst retracement you'll see is maybe it comes down to 16.16, but it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I am quite bullish right now, and it feels nice. Feels nice. Worst retracement we could get is a formal back test at 1533. That is a worst case scenario as of this moment with this higher high. So this is good. This is good. I wouldn't expect it to get below 1758, but weirder things have happened. All right, let's move right along. So AVAX 31% upside. Looking pretty. Aave. Now Aave, earlier today, I was looking for a little more downside. I was looking for like 4%, but you know what? I saw the light. I got out of the trade. I got out of it. I didn't really believe in it to start with because it was at a weird spot. But noted, thing you can pay attention to, you had a high, a lower high, and you broke your uptrend. I'm not quite as bullish on this one. You liked NKN, XPO, and Aries. Okay. NKN, XPO, ARES. Got it. Got it. Alrighty. So yeah, this one I'm not quite as bullish on. I'm thinking a deeper retrace could be coming. Maybe you come back down to 115, which would make a lot of sense. It would actually be kind of nice because if you held 115, now you're looking at that 618 retracement in a completely different way. 144% upside could be coming right after that. So it's not that I'm bearish. I'm just thinking Aave needs to retrace a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But if it decides not to, that's perfectly fine as well. So if it decides not to, maybe we run up to 173. You could see a test at 132, maybe as low as 128. But you could see something like this. I don't trust that 28% upside just yet. You want ARC? Alright, got you. Got you covered, B-Rock. Alright, so optimistically, maybe we see a 28% rise out of this thing. Realistically, I think we're coming down to 115. I really do. And noted, I welcome that. Completely, I welcome that. But it's a 14.4% downside. Yeah, I welcome that one. Alright, checking out Near Protocol. Now, Near has already made a retracement. Already did it. I don't know if it's going to come all the way down to 118 or not, but you had a breakout of your longer term downtrend. You hit a support. All you need is a higher low. That's all you need. And considering you did not get that deep below this, I don't think you're going much further to the downside right now. From your previous high, it does look like it was mildly lower before you pulled back. However, I have better faith in this one than the others. So just maybe you made that 50% retrace and you're catching bids. This one makes a lot of sense to me why it's starting to catch bids. So on a positive side, 22% upside. That's on the positive side. Could be going to $2.50. On the negative side though, because noted, we cannot ignore the negative side. You did still put in a lower high than this high. Yeah, you could be coming down to $1.36. So just pay attention to the bearish case. This is why you put in stop losses, just to make sure you don't get caught off guard if it just rolls over. And losing that level would really, really be painful. I'm not expecting it though. Still could happen. Still could happen. That's how squeezes happen. People don't expect it. But moving on, we got Sui. Everyone's favorite, Sui. So Sui kind of the same boat as the others, except for you have 1, 2, third lower high with a bearish backtest. I'm not nearly as confident that Sui's gonna start rallying to the upside. I'm leaning a lot more toward this $1.24 down here, a 42% drop. I'm not all the way sure how it's gonna do it, but I think it's gonna do that. If we do rally to the upside, though, there is a bullish case. There is a bullish case. You could go up to 284. That would confuse me a little bit, but you could go up to that 35% gain to 284. That would confuse me a lot, actually. All right, last one is the trade that I'm currently in, Axie Infinity. So Axie did do something that I really enjoy. You broke out of a downtrend. You hit a level of support once. You hit the level of support twice. But this time, you have a mildly higher low after hitting the level of support. So, naturally, we put a stop loss right below this previous wick, and we let it ride, baby. Currently on that trade, we are up 11% on a 25x long. So that's what we're doing with that. I'm just looking for the golden retrace, getting back up to 271. I do have alerts set up for previous high, the 50% retrace, and I just need to be notified what's going on. That's all that is. So Axie Infinity, pretty bullish on it. Think it's going to have a 24% run. We'll see if it does, or even how long it takes, because I might not sit in this trade the whole time. I just might not. But we'll see. It did do a disappointing thing with that lower high. That's also why I have this alert right here. We could go up, get stopped, and then it rolls over. I will not be a part of this trade if that happens. If we cannot break out of this recent downtrend, I will not be in this trade. I will look at this a lot more bearishly, and I will look to short. Because from back here, we still could go to $1.50. Something I just have to pay attention to. Alrighty, let's get into your guys' requests. So starting up, we got Arc. Arc looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. You hit that 618 retracement from before. This thing looks absolutely amazing. However, you do have hidden bearish divergence, or not hidden, you have bearish divergence working on, if you get a higher high again, triple bearish divergence. Now you're just looking for pullbacks. Just looking for them pullbacks at that point. You did break out of a long-term downtrend, though. So let's see what your 618 to 786 would be for that. So, looks like your 618 would be lined up very nicely with this 6074 level. I think that could be the third high right before you roll over. So, if I were a betting man, I would think ARC is about to make another 23% move to the upside before it starts rolling over and coming back down. And then we get to find out what's support, what's not, how the market's going to react to it. But that's what I'm thinking right now. You are not overbought on the daily. You're fighting against the 200 daily moving average. But, I mean, you're fighting hard against it. You wicked above it, you pulled back, and you shot straight back up to it. This is a really, really strong price action right now. So I'm very interested to see what ARC's going to do. But still, your target is 60.57. ARC's looking solid. Looking solid. Oh, 15 minute. Your 15 minutes resetting. Trying to start putting in some of that bearish divergence, but still trying to run up. Your 1 hour is just like, screw it, we're going. Reset its stochastic and just started pushing even higher. That's wild. Wild to see the strength out of ARC. Alright, NKN is next. NKN currently breaking out. This is beautiful. NKN could be gearing up for a 53% run to the upside. Absolutely amazing. I'd be looking for 0257 for NKN. Looking solid. Noted. In the next hour and 13 minutes, this will be the second 4-hour candle close outside of this downtrend. This would be good. Our third one. Sorry. You had this one out here too. But it would be the third one. This looks really good for upside. I like it. You have room to run on your relative strength coming out of the abyss. Stochastic gave you some room to run as well. This looks good. Even your 15-minute not overbought, I like it. I like it. It looks good. Oh, XPO. Expo. Let's check you out, Expo. Let's get some Sharpies out here. Let's go. Or some markers. Dry erase. That's what they are. Dry erase. Alright, looking at the weekly, this looks abysmal. It's so bad. So very bad. You lost your uptrend. You bearishly backtested it. You bearishly backtested 101. Good luck. Yikes. That's not good. This is a very bad look. Very bad look. Weekly, you are not oversold. Yikes. Your daily, trying to give you a buy signal, showing bullish divergence. So, if you can get a higher low, I would still think you're going to come down and test $79. I would still think that. You just got your death cross and not much happened from there. I'm thinking you're going to go down and at least test 79. That was a pretty good retracement there. It could get even worse. You've been short since last time we looked at Expo? Have you really? Oh, man. That's wild. Well, there's a possibility of anywhere between 16 to even as low as 38% more downside. I don't know what they did wrong, but this does not look good. This does not look good. Man, they must be importing from China or something. That looks really bad. I mean, positive. It looks like tomorrow, maybe Wall Street wants to push it up a little bit. Maybe. Amazon's killing them? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Could even argue going down to 67.44 makes a lot of sense. Trucking company. Oh, that's what it is? Trucking company? Damn. But yeah, 67.44. I'd be looking at that first. We'll see how it does. Alright. Ares Management Corporation. Okay. I don't think I've seen this one. Yikes. Quite the pullback there. You got oversold. You actually tapped into oversold territory with that. So now you're looking for a nice retrace. That's cool. That's cool. So there's a possibility here. This could come back up just a little bit. About 18%, getting to 167. I don't think it's gonna stop dumping though. The biggest problem, you lost your uptrend. You're not supposed to do that. Not in the stock market. It's not allowed. Rules. Oh, you already bearishly backtested. Oh no. So you had this beautiful uptrend that you fell through. You tried to break above for 2 weeks straight. You couldn't. You fell back down. That's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. At least you got some support down below you. You never touched 89.27. Rude. Go down there and touch it. I'd also like to request Nibiru Chain. I don't know what that is. We haven't looked at it in a while. I didn't even know we looked at it. It's great. Checking out our daily time frame. Daily's telling you to buy. You do have bullish divergence. You're waiting for a higher low. If you manage to hold above 128, this could get really nice. I mean, like, really nice. So with bullish divergence, maybe we come down as low as 123, but I'd be looking for 164. Let's see how 164 coincides with that golden retrace. Would you look at that? Yeah, the stars are aligning. I think 164 to 166 is where the price is headed. There's private credit lender. Oh, really? Well, their chart is aligning pretty nicely. Pretty nicely for this to happen. 16% upside. And then past that, I'd look for way more downside. Nibiru chain? Nibiru? There we go. What chart did we look at? Not that one. Oh, this is the one. If private credit bounces out of its downside, I'll rest a lot easier about the bond market. Private credit cracking means bonds are in bad shape. Yeah, the bonds are in a really bad shape. They're not doing well. Hey, positive. We've been maintaining this demand line. The only issue, so many lower lows. So many. You even went as far as to put in a mildly higher high than this high right here to then put in a lower low? You're whipsawing? This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. Can't get on board with this one. You do have bullish divergence, so that's cool. You're waiting for your higher low. That's all you need. Get a higher low, and then it's like, hey, we got upside potential. And the upside potential is massive. It's actually massive. So whenever that higher low comes, go for it. You could be running up to 563. But noted, this seems like a low cap coin. Who knows? Maybe you just run up 200% and everyone's happy. Who knows? That's kind of like what happened with GFI. We never got the higher low. It just took off. It's like, okay, cool. I think that's why I'm a little bitter about the GFI move. I was like, what? I don't even get the higher low so that I know like time just ran out. You just went? It's annoying. There's your current uptrend. You could fly out of there any day. Or roll over. Or roll over. You could do that too. I am really tired today. Oh my god. I was bummed when I saw it took off. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna try something new tonight, guys. I downloaded, or not downloaded, I got onto this website where I can clip longer videos, and then I can just post up those clips. So all those clips that I posted today, it's kind of like I'm running a little test run to see how they do. They're going up on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. We're going to see if we can boost some engagement around here. Didn't even time to pack my bags. We just talked about that 45-50 cent area holding too. Yeah. So anybody who didn't see the GFI chart, thing took off. I was like, oh, could go up 64%. It did it. It did it. All it did was just, oh yeah, boop, gone. Like, wait, god dang it. The positive though, you have a higher high. So we are still expecting a higher low. You had GFI last year from $1 to $6 in a week. Wow. So right now we could come as low as 69.85, maybe even 63.71. But then the next leg up, we're looking for like $1.27. Insane. What's the site? I hate editing. Sent too many hours editing time. Today's stream made 2 videos and 5 shorts. What's the program you're looking at? Optimus Clips. So this is an AI generated thing where you just upload your video and then it automatically gives you all of your clips. It also gives them a rating for how likely they are to go viral. I don't know how good the rating system is, but you know. I used ChatGPT to find it. I was playing around ChatGPT and I was like, "There, you know what? AI, help me find AI." So it did. This one. And here you go. This is the link for that. I can actually post the URL, and yeah, it'll pull the whole live stream, and then it'll make clips for me based off the live stream. So I'm gonna test that out as soon as we're done with this stream. Okay, I used that one a few years ago. I didn't like it because it focused on me, but I wanted to show my chart. I haven't used it in years. Maybe it's better now. Well, if you look at my recent shorts, you'll see exactly what it looks like. HOTA Porky, no problem. No problem. So, this is what it looks like. Analysis so we can get an idea of where this market might want to go based off the recent price action or the recent developments in the world with these tariff wars that the US and China are going through. We are going through a bunch of turmoil. I just made a video, a long form video. I uploaded the video and it popped up all these. Anyways, right now, this moment, Bitcoin has created a new form of support that I will mark out. That is at $78,431. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. It has gotten better. I guess so. I don't know what it looked like before. I just know what it looks like now. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be utilizing that thing a lot more, especially considering we do live stream every single day. So I'm like, yeah, I might even look for one that clips out the live stream. So then I'll have static videos, longer form videos. We'll see how that works, but you know, I'm testing things out. I'm trying the laziest way possible, but I'm trying. I mean, AI is supposed to be here to make our lives easier, right? Right? So I'm not gonna step in its way. All right, a little recap here. Looking at Bitcoin, we are catching bids, which is great. Bitcoin holding the 50 on RSI. How abysmally neutral. Yeah, it's pretty neutral. Pretty neutral. But the thing is, on the 4 hour, you're holding that 200 simple moving average right here. And you are holding this new uptrend that has been formed. So I do think it's the scalpers out here that are probably propping it up. Yeah, it's those pesky 1 hour time framers. They got a buy signal. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm yelling. No problem, Trade Intuition. No problem. Just test it out. See how it goes. I'm going to be using it for my TikTok and my shorts. So, hopefully things can grow a little bit in these otherwise bearish times. But yeah, so if this is real for Bitcoin and we don't have to worry about this up to 5% pullback, we could be finding ourselves at 91,486. Glad to see you're excited, Joe, right? I was pretty excited when I saw it, but then I also felt really stupid right after. I was like, I use ChatGPT and Grok every single day. How in the hell did I not ask it for this information sooner? I was so mad. I was so mad. Also, the VIX is holding 30 PTS. This is annoying. It is pretty annoying, right? So yeah, Bitcoin, big time decisions need to be made. The problem I see here on the scalping side is the fact that you cleared this low and this low. Oh no, you didn't. You held this low, but you cleared this one. So clearing that one, you know there's going to be a lot of shorts trying to jump in. But if the shorts get squeezed, we could see Bitcoin go up in a very big way. Very big way. Enjoying the content, smash the like, support the channel by subscribing and sharing the content. No shilling here, only alpha. Trade Intuition, I appreciate you for saying all those kind words. I appreciate you. Also, guys, go check out Trade Intuition. He runs a very great stream. Honestly, go get over there, subscribe. Don't be like me, not knowing that he wasn't a streamer. And yeah, check out his content. It is fantastic. Go look at it. This pricing's a lot healthier than 2021 so far. That's true. A lot healthier, but it's just like there's a lot of uncertainty out there too. There's a lot going on. All right, if things decide to get bullish overnight, we could find Bitcoin going up massively. 9%. So we are at a flip of a coin. We're at a crossroads. We could either go down 9% or we could go up 9%. Literal flip of a coin at this moment in time. Let's just wait. Let's see what happens and be ready for Wednesday. Hump day. Is it going to be a good humping or a bad humping? We'll find out. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in. Y'all are absolutely amazing. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe to the channel. Join the Discord. It is absolutely free. I do post trade setups in there as often as I find them, but when the market's chopping around, don't expect me to post anything. The meme section is a great place to post all of your frustrations. Just put it in a meme form. We're all here for a good laugh. Anyways, guys, I'm getting out of here. Deuces, everybody. Keep your stop losses tight. I'll see you tomorrow. Gym tonight? No gym tonight. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest. No problem, Trade Intuition, no problem.